Hey, Natsu here. Today I'm going to do my part 2 of what if Luffy was a half Saiyan. In the last part, I forgot to say the um, strength of Luffy after finishing Lucci. By this point, because, well, he's. I'm saying a multiplier for the point where he is in the anime. At this point, he's more than twice the strength that he was when he just started being a pirate, but from that, the multiplier that he has is basically about after the fight with Lucci, which was still hard, but really not as hard. He still got hit a lot, but he still got okay. He's basically now at 5.1 times his normal, the strength that he has before going to, before meeting Brook. So he got a lot stronger, and he is pretty much good right now on strength. Also, when he saw um Skywalk from CP9, he started trying to kind of do something similar. And between the time of the end of Water 7 and before the Midbrook, he trained to be able to fly, basically trying to use Skywalk. But what he was able to do was finally use Ki to fly. He doesn't know how he does it, all he knows is that if he thinks about flying and kind of pushes down, he is able to fly without needing to move his legs, and he can fight while doing that. Everyone doesn't really know what the hell he's doing, how he's doing it, and nobody is able to actually replicate it. And also, I probably forgot to say this, but Luffy's mother knows that she's a Saiyan, but she didn't tell it to anyone, so basically nobody knows that he's half Saiyan. They all think he's just human, the son of Dragon, and that probably he has the same capacities or something, or that it comes from his mother or something, but they don't know he's a half Saiyan. They know about aliens because they went to Skypiea and Enel explained them that some, practically every tribe that isn't human comes from different planets, the moons and stuff, which I also forgot to say how Luffy's mother got there. Basically, in that universe, there are Saiyan that are exactly like Universe 7 Saiyans. So they were mean and stuff like that. But his mom was different. She was sent off planet because basically she was different from them. Like, a lot. And she basically got to, well, the One Piece world. And after a while, she met Dragon. After a long time, they had a kid. Afterward, he was left where Luffy grew, and basically that's how it continued. So, pretty much what happened after that was the entire story. So, basically, at this point, Luffy's able to fly, kind of with trouble, but still able to. And that's the moment where they meet Brook. Well, they find the boat, then they meet Brook. Um, Luffy has the same question, Brook says the same answer. They start going with him. After that, Trelleborg arrives, takes them, and practically everything happens the same. All the way up to the first fight against zombies. Because Luffy is a lot stronger, and that, like Chopper said, it's not that they're invincible, it's just that they don't feel pain, so they continue anyway. So he's basically demolishing them. Like, they don't even have a chance. So, basically, everyone else happens to be doing practically the exact same, with Zoro being about 1.8 times now his normal strength, so anything he's fighting that had a little trouble to it was pretty much easy done. Sanji, same thing, and everyone else in the Straw Hat being stronger. They still had trouble. The only one that didn't have trouble was Luffy, since they were able to beat them down just that the zombie were coming back up. This time he was literally breaking their bones easily. So after a bit, everything happens. Every fight Luffy has, he basically demolishes them. Since all the way up till when he fights Moria, every enemy is basically really weak compared to Luffy. So once he arrived to Moria, well, while he's doing that, Zoro finally finds, not Zoro, but um, Frankie and um, what's her name? Robin gets captured, then saved by Brooke. During that time, mm, it is Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy gets their shadow stolen. When everyone gets back to the ship, they find them. Then they start going. Well, Usopp says the same lie to wake them up, which happens. Then, between that time and everything else, pretty much Ora gets awakened. He does the exact same thing as in the anime. Everyone's looking around. Luffy gets found by the group of people that basically gave him 100 shadows. Zoro, Brook, and Frankie finds the swordsman that has the sword. Um, that is basically a lot more, well, a lot stronger and has a lot more weight on it. I think it's called the Black Blade, so he has one now. Well, he is going to have one because their fight was pretty equal, with Zoro just being a little under the strength, but with more stamina and endurance. This time Zoro was stronger, had more stamina, endurance, speed, and everything, so he basically was able to take him out. Um, so after a bit, what happens is basically the that Zoro beats him. He gets the sword. Um, Luffy gets the 100 shadows, which makes him a lot more powerful. Because I think he got like probably about with each shadow about a point, well, a 2 times boost to his normal power. So just kind of like 2 times boost, 3 times, 4, 5, 6, 7 to a certain point. Because they said that all of the shadows were strong people, if I remember correctly, and that makes Luffy about 500 times stronger than that what his normal body is compared to the original anime. Because once he goes Terror Luffy, he still has the 5.2 boost. So once he meets Moria, he basically gets him down and actually beats him this time. No, he loses the shadows and Moria continue fighting. Luffy massacred, destroyed the living shit out of him. So when everything is done, basically, um, Moria starts absorbing shadows because at this point Luffy did lose them. They start seeing that a lot further that the light is starting to come, so they have more time. Luffy's basically able to fight back a little better. Then he pops out second gear, then gear third, then he fuses the two, and he basically beats the living hell out of Moria, gets his shadow back. Um, when Kuma arrives, he does the same thing with the Gold Girl. Then after a bit, he arrives to them. He's practically around 60 times stronger than the Straw Hats altogether. So even with that, Luffy's not able to beat him. Basically, they do a bit better against him, but they're nowhere near strong enough to destroy him. So after the fight, um, the same thing happened with Kuma saying to Zoro to take all the pain that Luffy felt. And this time, the pain is bigger, but not because it was harder to fight against Moria and the others zombie. It was because um, Kuma went a lot harder on Luffy since he was stronger and was able to keep up a bit more. So most of the pain comes from him this time. So at the end, basically what happened is that um, Zoro takes all of the pain, which he has less, so he's able to take all of it and basically looks the exact same as he did in the anime, with the same kind of damage to him. So he basically starts, well, when everyone wakes up and that Sanji finds him, Sanji basically asks him what the hell happened, with Zoro saying the same iconic line, nothing happened. So afterward, Brook joins the crew. While they're going back there, um, they fight against Sanji's copy, kind of. Um, After that, they're told that if they need anything, to just call them. Um, Later, they get to the archipelago. On it, practically everything happens the exact same, with the siren girl being kidnapped, since sirens are rare, blah blah blah, need to sell them. Um, they call them, they get there about the same time. No. Luffy punches a celestial dragon once again without holding back, this time basically breaking the guy's jaw, pretty much putting him out of commission completely, in fact. So, after that happened, pretty much just gets pummeled down completely. Um, the Buster Call is made. The pacifistas are sent. The same battle happened. Once again, they're fighting kind of better against the um, against Kuma. They get sent just the same way to the same islands. Um, Once basically that happened, everyone basically started doing the exact same thing. And yeah, I know it's not a long uh, episode this time, but well, no, actually, I can continue. Um, so yeah, everyone basically gets sent to the same place. They do practically everything the same, except for Luffy, that basically was able to kind of hold back better in against the Amazon. Well, not Amazon, but on the island of woman. So basically, what's going down is that he was able to practically do the same thing. He was still captured. Then the girl were turned to stone. Then he was set to fight. In that fight, he went basically ballistic and almost killed the cat. Then against the Gorgon sisters, he didn't even have to go gear 2 and was beating them down. Afterward, basically the same thing happened. Telling them about Ace, and then leaving to go there. This is where I'm going to end it. So hope you liked it. Yeah. So Natsu out.